Live on Facebook. Wonderful. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Shallum Xavier. Most of you know me from the band Fusion, but now I'm here with more fusion. We have a fusion of Bangladesh and Pakistan, something that I've been really looking forward to building up upon. I'm so delighted to have my counterparts, my friends from Dhaka, a city that I dearly love, and the food is absolutely amazing, and the music is mind-blowing. This is our third creative discussion, and I'm also happy that we've also concluded 3 workshops with the help of Mr. Labik and his team from Dhaka. Let me take this opportunity and quickly introduce everyone that I have on this panel, and then I'll sort of ask Mr. Labik to take it forward. So from Pakistan, Lahore, we have an upcoming music composer, a very talented, gifted musician, Mr. Ali Murtaza. Assalamu alaikum, kaise hain aap?
Sir, I'm good. Thank you very much for having me here. Shalom
Thank you.
bhai.
Thank you for taking out time. And I'm so happy that I'm seeing the harmonium on your left, which means that you will obviously play for us. And this is something we expect of you, okay? So do not hesitate whenever you feel like playing, adding something, singing, go ahead. Okay? Great.
Sir, sorry, I didn't get you.
Okay, I was saying that whenever you feel like playing something, please interrupt us and go ahead and play.
Yeah, sure, inshallah.
You want to start now? I think you should not wait and just do something right away. Just start with something that you can do.
Okay, let's start. I will start with the Kafi of Khwaja Ghulam Farid, which is composed by Ustad Salamat Ali Khan Sahab. It's in Rag Bhairavi, Sindhi Bhairavi. I will start from that thing. I hope you will enjoy all. You are getting? हर वेले मैनू तांगा यार दियां हर वेले मैनू तांगा यार दियां ते मैं बैठी काग उडारां फाला पामा ते नित कासिद बेजा मेरा थी गया हाल बीमारा यार फरीद मैं तैन रोवां जिवें पिछड़ी कूच कतारां जिवें विछड़े कूच कतारां हो तती रो रो मैं वाट निहारां सावल मोड़े तती रो रो नवाट निहारां विसावल मोड़ विसावल मोड़ मुहारा विसावल मोड़ मुहारा विसावल मोड़ मुहारा सावले मोड़े Yeah,
Very,
thank you, Shalom bhai.
wow.
Sir, sir.
Beautiful.
Great, yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. उर्दू में मैं कुछ कहूँगा and then I'll translate it for Zohad. कि
Please do.
इस बात करने का दिल ही नहीं चाहता, दिल चाहता है कि बस कोई गाता रहे, कोई बजाता रहे. So what I just said that after listening to somebody perform, I just don't want to talk. It doesn't. The universe tells you that stop talking, start
That's right.
listening.
Oh, that's
Start
amazing. Oh,
So,
beautiful. That's beautiful.
I think Labik just went somewhere, but because we have an extremely wonderful lady trying to have some water, please, I will introduce her, but then you can obviously take this forward and officially invite her to this discussion panel. She's just camera, but I'm sure she's listening to us. So from Dhaka, Bangladesh, ladies and gentlemen, an extremely wonderful, very good singer. We have Baby Dewan, and I would like Mr. Zohad to take the opportunity and invite her to the panel officially. And we
জি,
have
সালাম বেবি আপা, আপনাকে সবাই স্বাগতম করছে আর আপনাকে কিছু বলতে বলছে আর কি.
tell her to turn her.
আপনার মাইকটা একটু প্লিজ অন করবেন, মিউট করা আছে.
আমি
হ্যাঁ, অন. জি, আর যদি কিছু বলতে. So she's asked everybody whether everyone's doing well. Is everyone okay?
Well, yeah. Okay is the word. Yes, we are okay. That's nothing beyond that.
সবাই ভালো আছে, সবাই মোটামুটি আছে, ওকে আর কি. এই সময় সবাই তো আর ভালো থাকতে পারছে না আর কি. তো সবাই ভালো আছে, যে এটাই বেশি.
Okay. Also, since this is the tradition that we've been following in all our discussions, before we go deep into it, we request our participants to share their skill set in whichever manner they would like to. And if she can just pull up the microphone close to her face, we can get really good levels, and we would love to listen to her voice and her talent.
জি, তো বেবি আপা, আপনাকে একটু মাইকটা আপনার যেই ফোনের সাথে আপনার হেডফোনের সাথে যেই মাইকটা আছে একটু যে সামনে তুলে ধরেন, মুখের সামনে আর কি. জি, আর what was that? You wanted to sing a few lines?
Would be honored. We would all be honored.
Zohad, with your permission, can I interrupt a little bit?
Please do.
Baby appa, Nozul bhai ki pashe আছে?
কি আছে?
Nozul bhai, why are you standing outside? Please join us. So there is the Radha and the Krishna is just beside her. So he should join us. He's also a part of this project. So there's no need Nozul bhai খামাখা আলাদা থাকেন না, আমাদের সাথেই থাকেন.
আরে নজরুল ভাই,
নজরুল ভাই প্লিজ একটা চেয়ার নিয়ে পাশে বসেন.
বসেন নজরুল ভাই, বসেন প্লিজ, বসেন.
আমাদের সাথে থাকেন, দূরে থাকেন না. ভাবি, আমরা একটু গান শুনতে যাচ্ছি আপনার গলায়, 2 লাইন গান যদি আমরা শুনতে পারি, যে কোনো গান, সেটা শালাম, যে আমরা নিজেদের পরিচয় করার সময় আমাদের পরিচয় তো আমাদের গলা, আমাদের যন্ত্র, আমাদের আসলে ভাব. তো আমরা আপনার কাছে একটু ভাব চাই, আপনার কাছে একটু সুর চাই, যেই গান আপনার মন চায়. আপনি যদি আমাকে যদি জিজ্ঞেস করেন, এই ভাবের নৌকায় আমন্ত্রণ জানানোর একটা গান যেটা আমি আপনার কাছে শিখছি, ভাব তরঙ্গে এসো আমার সঙ্গে, সেই গানটা আপনার কাছে আমার শেখা এবং আমার পার করা অ্যালবামে আমি রেকর্ড করেছি. আই উড রিকোয়েস্ট ইউ, ওই গানটা যদি একটু গেয়ে সবাইকে ভাবের নৌকায় আমন্ত্রণ জানান.
ঠিক আছে, আমি বলতেছি.
নজরুল ভাই, টেবিল থাকলে বাজেন.
এনে একটু বাজাইতে বলছি গৌরব ভাই.
আর চেহারাটা, নুরানি চেহারাটা একটু দেখায়েন, একটু ভিতরে
দেখান না নজরুল ভাই, ভিতরে ঢোকেন.
ভাবি একটু বাইরে যাবেন, নজরুল ভাইকে ঢুকতে দেন.
হ্যাঁ, আসেন.
আমার পাশে আসতে, জি আমার পাশে থাকো.
একটা টেবিল চা বাতি যা পান সামনে একটু টোকায়েন আর কি, তাহলে.
হ্যাঁ, ভাবতরঙ্গের
পুরা গান ভাবি আমরা মুখটা এবং অন্তরটা শুনবো একটা.
আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে. ভাবতরঙ্গে এসো আমার সঙ্গে, যদি কারো ভালো লাগে রে মাওলার, ভাবতরঙ্গে এসো আমার সঙ্গে, যদি কারো ভালো লাগে রে মাওলার, ভাব তরঙ্গে। ভাবের কথা বলতে গেলে নাই আছে তার শেষ, সে ভাবপুত্র কন্যার মাঝে থাকে হইয়া নিরুদ্দেশ। ভাবের কথা বলতে গেলে নাই আছে তার শেষ, সে ভাবপুত্র কন্যার মাঝে থাকে হইয়া নিরুদ্দেশ। সাহিরা দে তুই মাহুলানার বেশ, ছাইরা দে তুই মাওলানার বেশ, মাতাল বইতাল সাজইয়াগে কিরে মাতাল বইতাল সাজইয়াগে মাওলার ভাব তরঙ্গে। এসো আমার সঙ্গে যদি কারো ভালো লাগে রে মাওলার ভাব তরঙ্গে। এসো আমার সঙ্গে যদি কারো ভালো লাগে রে মাওলার ভাব তরঙ্গে।
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. Very nice.
Shalom, I just want to take this opportunity to mention that, Nozrul is my bandmate and he plays with me, and he also in Bangladesh, and we travel a lot internationally for festivals and stuff like that. Baby Bhabi is also a part of a band that we do. It's a traditional band called Shikor Bangladesh All Star, with which we have gone to WOMAD and other big festivals. And I have had the opportunity to learn this song from her, which I also recorded in one of my albums. And she's someone that very close to our hearts, not just as our bhabi, which means brother's wife, but also our appa, which means our friend, and as in sister, rather than being a brother's wife. So Baby Bhabi is someone very close to her, and she's a fantastic singer. Without the instruments and the right scale, I think justice was not done to how she actually sounds. But thank you, Baby Bhabi, for coming. ধন্যবাদ আপনাকে এখানে আসার জন্য। Shall we continue? Shalom, should I take over the
Yes.
introduction part from our side, if you allow?
Absolutely.
Okay. The other person who was actually, taking my seat and sort of helping me out, my old friend and long-time friend, of the most inspiring, at the same time famous, successful, and a brilliant rock star from Bangladesh. She's a vocalist for the band called Nemesis. So any of all the Pakistanis that you're here, when you land in Bangladesh, one of the first things you'll see in the airport is Zohad welcoming you, because he's on a billboard in the airport, and he'll be welcoming you to Bangladesh. Not anymore.
Not anymore though.
Okay. But he'll come back.
But
He'll come back.
I'm happy
So
to
anyway-
welcome anybody. Thanks for having me.
And
It's an honor to be here.
I have met this guy maybe 10 to 15 years ago, and we started probably from the same underground music scene. So today he had a practice and some other engagement, which I know for my request he has pushed behind. I'm grateful for that, Zohad, and I'm so happy that I could bring you on this platform. Can you please take over the mic and say what you'd like? If you want to sing a line, if you want to say a word, up to you.
First of all, it's just great to be here, and what we'll talk about tonight is something that I really am looking forward to, because a lot of you have done this cross-border collaboration, which I still haven't done. As I was telling Shallum, that I haven't done this, so I would like to hear your perspective and your experiences, and I would like to learn a few things to move forward. And thanks for having me, of course.
Well, it's great to have you. And before we start with our formal creative dialogue, we would also like to listen to your amazing voice and whatever you can share with us. You have a
Sure.
beautiful-
Well,
pair of-
if you want me to sing a few lines now, I could do that.
Please,
Absolutely. So that'd be an honor and
All
a
right,
pleasure
cool.
for us.
So let me. So this song is the title song for our third album. It's a song called Gono Jowar, which means a tidal wave. So in this song, we usually write songs about social injustice or political injustice, and we'd like to think that we sort of inspire the mass people to take the right steps and somehow move forward and try to make this place a better place. So this song is called Gono Jowar, and I've sort of compared a tidal wave, as in like a large number of people gathering to sort of stand up against any sort of injustice. Let's see. এই দিন এই রাত এই রঙিন আঘাত এই সুখ এই দুঃখ কেটে যায় যতটুক রাঙাবো রাঙাবো এই পথ সবার নাকি শুধুই তোমার কবে পাবে ছাড় এই গণজোয়ার বাড়াবো হাত বাড়াবো এই যে
Very nice.
আমার অধিকার এই হার তোমার অপচার গণজোয়ারে হারিয়ে থাকবে গণজোয়ারে হারিয়ে থাকবে আমার এই ডাক ছড়িয়ে যাক মানবে না হার এই গণজোয়ার দাঁড়াবো উঠে দাঁড়াবো আমার স্বপ্ন সাদা কালো ও পারে দেখি রঙিন আলো সব রাঙানো এই জিত আমার অধিকার এই হার তোমার অপচার গণজোয়ারে হারিয়ে থাকবে গণজোয়ারে হারিয়ে থাকবে
Wonderful. Thank you.
Wonderful. Beautiful.
How was that?
Great. Zabardast.
Thank you so much.
It was almost like the next participant, Maria Saud, driving. It felt like someone's driving you somewhere. So we have two people today joining us from their respective cars. So we had Labik, and now we have
That is right.
wonderful Pakistani singer, very old friend of mine, Maria Saud. Maria, कैसी हैं आप?
मैं ठीक हूँ अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह। आप बताएं कैसे हैं?
बिल्कुल जबरदस्त। आपके झुमके जो हैं इतने भारी लग रहे हैं कि इनके कान ना नीचे आ जाए, but
Sorry?
So I said जो आपके झुमके हैं, are they heavy? Are they really heavy? Your earrings are they really heavy?
जी 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 बहुत हैवी है, लेकिन एक्चुअली वो मुझे अच्छा लगता है ये वेयर करना चीजें, तो मैं इस तरह की ज्वेलरी पहनती रहती हूँ। अभी मेरा कॉन्सर्ट है तो मैं अभी उसी के लिए जा रही हूँ।
So for Zohad, because you said that you don't understand Hindi, so Maria just said that she likes wearing all these jewelry because she's actually on her way to a performance in Karachi. That's a cool thing that performances have started. So I'm really excited to hear that. So Maria, जरा थोड़ा सा अपने बारे में बताएं और ये भी बताएं कि आपको कैसा लग रहा है इस डिस्कशन में, इस प्लेटफॉर्म में शिरकत करके, और कुछ जरा प्लीज गाड़ी में चलते चलते कुछ सुना दीजिए.
जी, अस्सलाम वालेकुम, आई एम मारिया सऊद और मैंने बीकॉम कर लिया है और मैं आगे स्टडी भी अपनी जारी रख रही हूँ और मैं सिंगिंग मेरा पैशन है एक्चुअली. मुझे बहुत शौक है सिंगिंग करने का, बचपन से शौक था, लेकिन अब जो है एक्चुअली ये पैशन बन चुका है मेरा. और मुझे इस चीज़ की खुशी है कि बांग्लादेश और पाकिस्तान के सिंगर्स मिलके जो हैं वो साथ परफॉर्म कर रहे हैं और इतना अच्छा इन्होंने भी यहाँ परफॉर्म किया. जो मैंने सुना, जो बांग्लादेश के सिंगर भी हैं जाहिद, इन्होंने की, हाँ, तो बहुत अच्छा लगा. और अभी जो है मैं आपको सॉन्ग्स भी सुनाऊंगी, लेकिन जो बंगाली जो अभी मैंने सुना, बहुत ही मीठी आवाज थी इनकी, बहुत ही काफी. तो खुशी हो रही है इस शो का हिस्सा बनकर.
कुछ सुनाए मारिया.
जी मैं सुना देती हूँ. ये कलाम है आबदा परवीन साहिबा का. पाक मुक़द्दस नाम में तेरा, हर था नूर शुआवा. पढ़ बिस्मिल्लाह सिफ्त में तेरी, पढ़ बिस्मिल्लाह सिफ्त में तेरी, मुर्शिद लाल सुनावा. दामन लग गया मौला मैं तो तेरियां, मस्तो मस्त कलंदर मैं तो तेरियां. सुन ले मेरा सवाल जी सुहाने लाल, अब तो जीना महाल जी सुहाने लाल. मैं तो तेरियां, मैं तो तेरियां, दामन लग गया मौला मैं तो तेरियां. तेरे इश्क नचाया तेरे इश्क नचाया करके थैया थैया. छेतिया वे तबीबा, नहीं ते मैं मर गया. छेतिया वे तबीबा, नहीं ते मैं मर गया.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for Zohad and the rest of the people do not understand the language. So Maria just said that singing is her passion and she's been singing since she was a little girl. And sometimes I still feel that she's still a little girl, but aren't we all children of God? But to take things forward, let's also go on to the very important and extremely exciting component, which is the creative discussion. The reason why I included this was that, you know, most of us do not have either the time or the patience to talk about several different aspects of people coming together and music production, music performances. And I feel that to move forward and diversify yourself as an artist, it's important to have some cultural appreciation. Number one, you should understand the nuances, their culture, what they like, what they dislike, and also that helps you in creating bonds and making music in the most wonderful manner. So the topic today is creating collaborations and why is it important. We have almost everyone on our panel today, and I would also like Mr. Labik and Zohad, whenever they feel like making this into a translation for Baby Dewan, please go ahead. But let me complete with the first question for today, and I would like to throw it at Mr. Zohad. Why is it important for performers to seek opportunities for cross-cultural collaborations, both locally and internationally? So these are not just collaborations between different countries. You have several different cultures and subcultures coexisting wherever you're living. So why is it important for someone like Zohad to come out of his comfort zone and find another genre that he's not familiar with and seek and look for that opportunity to learn? Why is it important? So, Mr. Zohad, this is for you. Go ahead.
From the top of my head, if I would like to, I would like to think that music connects, right, and in a very positive way. And the goal of living, or why we want to sort of, uh, you know, create music. I feel that there needs to be a positive outcome from music. So and the fact that uh, our world leaders really make it difficult for us to cross boundaries and go across and take each other's culture and exchange it and sort of learn from it. So I feel that there is a huge need to sort of understand people of different races, of different backgrounds. We feel like I feel that we should explore more, and I feel that the relationship, uh, you can obviously bond over music and create create really good relationships between countries. Or whether suppose if I do something with Labik, and if that works out well, if we sort of connect, there is chemistry. If I do something with Miss Maria or Baby Appa or Asad Bhai, you know it'll and if it works, it's something positive for everyone involved. So I feel, and then there's the fact that there is a cultural difference, and the fact that we can learn from each other is very important, and that's how I think we'll know better about each other and understand each other better. I feel that that's what it is, I guess.
Also, Labik,
Sorry.
uh, uh, and I would also like Labik to add the importance of uh, making yourself as diverse as possible as a musician, as an artist, as a music producer. Why is it so important for us to learn more? Number one, why is it important for us as musicians and artists to learn from different cultures, and what do we achieve from that eventually? So this is a question for both Labik and Labik. I would be really thankful if you can translate that this to Nazrul and Baby Dewan so that they could also become a part of this conversation.
Muted, sorry. If I start, I think it's a very, very important question, especially for us fusioners, as we, when we try to, blend guitars with dotaras and different parts. Firstly, carrying on from Zohad's, what Zohad's words. For me, I am sort of in the middle of this. Collaboration thing is one of the main things that I've done all my life. Whether that being with local bowls from different parts of Bangladesh, presenting them with a rock band or a funk band or some sort of harmonic structure where all these baul melodies are presented to a very different audience where they perceive these music, which is more relatable for them when they're sort of presented in chord structures, bass lines, and other things like that. At the same time, we have taken this and tried to take our culture beyond the boundaries of Bangladesh. So we've toured India, lots of places in Europe, focusing on UK a lot, and we've performed in world music festivals all over the world, where Baby Bhabhi has also been a part. So I think number one, it's very, for me, as you say, how do you learn, and how do you sort of learn from this, and how, so this sort of engagement sort of is probably for me the best way for self-growth and understanding. And of course, when you look at different genres, and dissect them in rhythms, in sort of melodies, in harmonic structures, you will definitely start finding similarities between your stuff, their stuff, and then there's a beautiful space where you can sort of mesh these two to bring out a third element, which is relevant for a lot of people, which otherwise it wouldn't have been. So this sort of allows my music to reach audiences which I otherwise wouldn't have reached. Also, in the same way, my counterparts, they are reaching my audience where normally they wouldn't have been going. So I think it's a win-win situation for everyone when a collaboration takes place, because it just opens up windows, opens up doors, and opens up sort of areas for people to sort of spread their music, spread their love. And this is the best way music can be sort of practiced. It's not something you sit down in your room. Of course you do your riyaz and you do your own practice, but music is, of course it's personal, but it's supposed to be enjoyed in a collaboration. It is supposed to be instrumentation from different types where we learn from each other and sort of take it to another level, to the next level. And I think it's also important for for geographical boundaries for sometimes to disappear, for us to take a different look at life, people, culture in a different way, staying away from politics. If I just want to mention, Bangladesh, Pakistan don't have a very pretty history, and this dialogue that has started with Pakistan can be seen in both ways. Some people will criticize this, okay, why is all these Bangladeshi artists doing this with Pakistan? But we are looking at people to say and find the answer that sometimes in music these boundaries don't matter. And that's what Sufism teaches us. That's what music teaches us. That's what philosophy teaches us. So it's from one heart to the another. When we're musicians, it's sometimes nice to forget the boundaries, sometimes forget politics, sometimes history behind us. Sometimes it's positive for the human mind. Please, Shallum, should I forward to Baby again?
Yeah, if you can, I would like to have her perspective on this.
ভাবি, যদি আমরা যেটা নিয়ে আলাপ করছি, যে আমরা যে কোলাবোরেশন করি, মানে কোলাবোরেশন বলতে বাংলাদেশের মানুষ, আমি ধরেন বাউলদের সাথে কিছু কোলাবোরেশন করি শহরের ছেলে হয়ে, আবার বাংলাদেশি হয়ে আপনি যেরকম লক্ষ্মীটারের মতন ব্যান্ডের সাথে সারা পৃথিবীতে গান করার সুযোগ পাইছেন, ওম্যাডের মতন বড় ফেস্টিভ্যালে বাজিয়েছেন। তো এই যে সংযুক্ত হওয়া, সংযোগ, একটা জায়গায় মিলিত হওয়া, সম্মিলিত প্রয়াস যেটা বলি, যে একসাথে আমরা নিজের জায়গা থেকে অ্যাকুমুলেট করে একটা জিনিস, এটাতে আপনার মতামত কি? এখান থেকে কি আমরা শিখি? ডু উই লার্ন ফ্রম হিয়ার? ডু উই, মানে আপনার হোয়াট ইজ ইউর ফিলিং, আপনার মতামত কি, যে আসলে এটা কি ভালো খারাপ? ভাবি, নজরুল ভাই যে চান বলতে, ভাবি শুরু করলেই ভালো। ভাবি আজকের মূল গেস্ট। নজরুল ভাইকে আমরা জোর করে বসাইছি, কারণ ওনাকে ছাড়া আমরা করব না। কিন্তু ভাবি যদি একটু বলেন শুরু করে, যে এই যে আমরা কোলাবোরেশন করি বা ইয়ে করি, সেটা আপনার মতামত কি, বা আপনি কি মনে করেন?
যাতে আমরা ওনাদের সাথে মানে অ্যাডজাস্ট হওয়া, গান গাওয়া, এটা আমার অনেক কিছুই শেখার আছে। এখন আমি ওদের কাছ থেকে শিখলাম, ওনারাও আমাদের কাছ থেকে কিছু শিখলো, এবং ওইখানে অন্যরকম একটা মানে পরিবেশ তৈরি হয় সেখানে। মানে ওইখানে অনেক জানা যায়, বোঝা যায়, মানে অনেক কিছু শেখা যায়, ওখান থেকে অনেক কিছু অভিজ্ঞতা মানে পাওয়া যায়। বাউলদের মানে বাউল গানটা ওইদের সাথে, ওনাদের সাথে করা মানে অনেক কিছু, এটা মানে আমাদের মানে অনেক গর্ব, মানে আমরা তাদের সাথে আমরা করতে পারতেছি, আমরা বাউলরা ওনাদের সাথে গান করতে পারতেছি, এবং ওনারাও আমাদের সাথে করতে পারতেছে। এটাই আর
what Baby is saying, that it's a fantastic learning opportunity for all of us, when we have performed with British bands, Cuban bands, Afro jazz bands, that they have an opportunity to learn from our end, we have an opportunity to learn from their end. And one thing I mentioned, it is the same line what Zohad was saying. I was saying that this collaboration only enriches us and allows us to learn and make our knowledge a bit more heavier than it was yesterday.
Right.
One interesting thing I want to mention, when in these tours, we are with Cuban people, with African people, and people from different parts of the world. So the fun thing is, English doesn't exist anymore then. They start talking in Cuban, you start talking in Bangla. There's no place for English. So and everyone understands, with the gestures, with everything. So it's weird how we come from actual very, this Cuban guy is coming from his rural place. Baby Appa is coming from her background. I am coming from my background. I'm the only one who's speaking English, and it doesn't matter if I do or not. They communicate better without me, and better without anyone translating them.
Absolutely.
That's how music works.
Zohad, go ahead. Zohad.
No, but I was saying that's how music works, right? Like you just don't connect just on this sort of basis. Like music transcends, and it has a language of its own, and that's the beauty of it.
And before I tell you a lot of stories about my collaborations, because I've been very fortunate in the last 15 years of traveling to different parts of the world and exploring different options in terms of collaboration. I am absolutely delighted and honored to have Pakistan's legend, one of the biggest stars of the 70s. She's been a part of a great band by the name of Benjamin Sisters, the first female trio from Pakistan, who actually made Pakistan proud all over the world. We recently collaborated and I was thrilled to meet her. I would like to welcome her. We have Shabana Benjamin. Thank you so much. Good evening. Thank you so much for taking out time. Please unmute your microphone.
Oh.
Now it's good. Thank you so much once again for gracing us with your presence. You are looking absolutely wonderful.
Most welcome. Hi, everyone. Hi.
Hello, hello.
So we have, let me
Hello.
introduce everyone briefly. So Labik is an extremely gifted musician, a music producer, a singer.
Okay.
My partner, my counterpart in Bangladesh. We have an upcoming singer from Karachi, Maria. We have Ali Murtaza, who's a singer, a music composer from Lahore. We have Baby Dewan and Nazrul Bhai from Bangladesh, and we have Mr. Zohad, who is an extremely popular musician from a band.
Okay.
So please take the floor and please tell us about your experiences when you formed the band in Pakistan as sisters. Did you get an opportunity to collaborate with other musicians? What was your experience about collaboration in terms of different musical genres? And if you did collaborate with another culture, how was it like?
In early 80s, I started my career with my other three sisters. And it was in Silver Jubilee that we used to sing. It was a program on Pakistan television. No other channels were there before. And three of us were there. And everybody used to say that even though they are three sisters, but it sounds as if one is singing. So whatever we did it together. And then many other groups also came after us, about the Vital Signs. The other Mona sisters were there. Yeah. And after that, later, we just got married and all. We had to leave. But yeah, with the other, I didn't get the chance to, interact with the any other, groups. But the thing is, we did get a chance. We were invited by by India. They called us, but we were not allowed to go. In those days, we were not, the Pakistanis were not allowed. But now this thing has started again. Like, we are interacting with Bangladesh now and other parts also of the world, So I sang with, I remember, I sang with Alamgir. He was from Bangladesh, right?
Of course.
He was,
yes.
right?
Yes.
Alamgir. And then Shahnaz Begum was also there. The one who sang a very beautiful song she sang. I don't remember, but she was also from Bangladesh. Definitely. So we were there. I have worked a lot with Alamgir. Yes, I remember. And
that's amazing.
I think Mr. Alamgir is based in Pakistan now, right?
Yes.
I think he is in US now. He is in US.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's in the US and he's Pakistan's biggest star.
He is the biggest.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
I actually know him personally. He used to be my father's friend when in college. So I had the opportunity to sort of, when I was kids, to get on stage with him and do my little dances while he was singing. And it was an amazing. We were just awed when he was singing all these collaboration of a combination of Urdu and Bangla songs. It was something new. What we were saying. Anyway, please continue, Shabana.
No, we worked a lot with him, all three of us, and now I remember that song which Shahnaz Begum sang. Again, it's gone from my mind. I'm so sorry.
I think that song sang with Alamgir.
With Alamgir?
Or any song that you would like to share with all of us?
Yeah, sure. With Alamgir, I sung some duets also. Yeah, I'd like to sing that one. Okay, let me recall.
Take your time.
Let me sing Khayal Rakhna.
Okay, that's a beautiful song.
नए दिनों की मुसाफतों को संभालना है वफा से आसूदा साअतों को उजालना है उम्मीद सुबह लड़ा रखना ख्याल रखना
Beautiful.
ख्याल रखना But unfortunately, I was not in this song. My two other sisters were with Alamgir. I was not well, but I did many duets with him. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I did many.
That's amazing.
Beautiful song, and you have such a beautiful voice. And
Yeah.
since you are already warmed up right now singing one song, why don't you sing another one?
Any of my own, my
Any-
favorites?
Anything. It could be anyone, any song that you like, anything. It could be yours or it could not be yours.
Uh-huh.
And I can play with them if they don't mind.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Alamgir, I have. Okay. I'll sing one song from Silver Jubilee, right?
Okay.
गाड़ी को चलाना बाबू
Okay.
गाड़ी को चलाना बाबू जरा हल्की कहीं दिल का जाम न छलके दिल का जाम कहीं न छलके गाड़ी को चलाना बाबू जरा हल्की कहीं दिल का जाम न छलके दिल का जाम कहीं न छलके गाड़ी को चलाना बाबू जालिम है ये हिचकोले मेरे दिल की दुनिया डोले मेरे दिल की दुनिया डोले है रास्ता ऊंचा नीचा जरा हौली है रास्ता ऊंचा नीचा जरा हौली मेरी जुल्फ उलझती जाए मेरा नरम कलेजा धड़केगा चलाना बाबू. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. Thanks a
Very
lot.
nice.
That was beautiful. It brings back so many memories. And it was absolutely wonderful watching all three of you completely taking it to another level on Pakistan television, which was something which unexpected with the kind of culture that was there at that time.
Yeah.
And you all did a remarkable job, and it's history for this part of the world. Such a great part of music that was being created at that time. And I'm so happy that you took out the opportunity to join us. I will just take this discussion forward, and I have a few more, I wouldn't say questions, but a few more ideas to share. And this is for everyone, and anybody could take and sort of step in. And when you are approached by another person or a company or an organization from a different culture altogether, from a different country altogether, what are the key elements that you as an artist or a singer initially have to think about? Because it's not only about music. You are developing a relationship. You're putting yourself forward as a personality. You're also representing your country and your family. So all these things are interconnected, and then you go forward and make that collaboration. So this goes out for all these wonderful people who are upcoming and experienced, established, and legends like Shabana. What are the key elements and the key components that you think of? Because it's all planning once you start communicating.
Shallum, can I take the mic for a moment?
You have already taken it.
Basically, usually all these, for the festivals that I do, for my little experience that I have, the best way I think to approach is, you know what your needs are, and never be shy sort of to communicate the requirements beforehand and not expect anything to be okay. Where it doesn't matter how big the stage is, whether it's a world stage or it's a cafe it's a cafe in Calcutta, or it's a stadium in the UK. You can never expect things to be right. So we have to take our own responsibility in listing the things out, and this is what we need. This is how it can work, and also have to have the mindset that not necessarily what I will get, the support that I will get in Bangladesh, I will still get it there, and still have the mentality to pull it off and managing it within the realms and the capacities of, so to have that sort of an open mind and the mindset to have a bit of compromise. Saying that, we'd like to send, before we go, one of the main things that for me, for example, is I have to have my sound guy with me. I cannot be worrying about the sound and what will happen. So I don't mind paid a little bit less, but I want my sound engineer to be there. I want my whole, list of instrumentation, what will happen, the diagram of the stage and everything. I forgot the technical term for it, but everything has to be sent, tech writer. So everything has to be sent out ahead of time so that they are aware what the requirements are. If I'm playing 4 instruments on stage, I have to make sure I have a small mixer there. Just for example, but so little things like these make a huge difference in the performance that you do. So before you think of representing the country, before you think of representing your community, you have to first thing, I have to be able to perform at my level and represent myself in a way that I'm proud of myself. Forget about, if I'm proud of myself, I give the country the opportunity or my fellows to be proud of me. So the comfort and the requirement should be very clearly stated and sort of communicated much ahead of time. And it's better not to do it personally, have a manager do it, because between artists also it can get sometimes emotional and complicated.
So this is the initial phase, which means that the communication has already developed, and now we are trying to make a composition. Now this, anybody can answer it, but I would like to ask Mr. Ali Murtaza, since he's a music composer, and Mr. Zohad, and also Shabana, and whoever can answer this, that once this initial phase is over, which we call, breaking the ice, the communication is established. Now we are sitting and making a composition together. So as a composer, what would you have in mind? How flexible would you be? Would you need to have a lot of homework done before going in, considering the kind of music that the other culture brings in? So what are the key features that you will think as a composer, as a musician, before going into a cross-cultural musical collaboration? We can start with Ali Murtaza.
Yes, Shalom bhai, music is all about interaction. क्योंकि म्यूजिक की जो जड़ है वो इंटरेक्शन है. When you go somewhere for jamming, for producing something, वहाँ का माहौल, वहाँ के एहसासात जो कि लोगों में चल रहे होते हैं, उनकी बॉडी लैंग्वेज से आपको कुछ चीजें पॉजिटिविटी या नेगेटिविटी काइंड ऑफ मिलती है कि लाइक दे आर लाइकिंग और नॉट लाइकिंग. तो जो इंटरेक्शन है, द वे इंटरेक्शन, वो आपको देता है सिग्नल के which is filling or genre you are going to produce.
Very good. I totally understand that, and I would also like to bring in a few more ideas, since I mentioned the experience that I've.
Something.
Please.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you. We can see you.
I think Shallum, that research the culture of that particular place, वो बहुत ज़्यादा, it's very important. We should know about the people, their mood and all, what they like, just their feelings, what they feel, what they will like. We have to respect the people, their culture, their style. We have to research all this. Their talent and all is extremely very important, And we have to be, the most important thing is that we have to approach with an open mindset also, so these things we have to keep in mind.
Okay, for Zohad, because and for Baby Dewan and Nazrul Bhai, I would like Labik to translate what Ali Murtaza said, that music is all about interaction, and when you're in a certain setup and environment, it's all about energy of that place and the people, and as an artist, these energies can bounce off you and make you understand what the atmosphere is. It could be any setting, and hence you go from there and make something beautiful. So if you can just translate that for Baby Dewan, I'm sure Zohad must have understood by now what we're trying.
I got that. Yeah. Labik, through mic, unmute.
Labik is still in the car. Mentally, he's still in the car.
এইভাবে বলছিল, শালাম বলছিল যে আসলে আসাদ ভাই যেটা বললেন যে এই যোগাযোগ, এই বিনিময়, আদান প্রদান, হ্যাঁ, আপনি যে গানটা গাইলেন সেটাও এখান থেকে খুব একটা আলাদা কিছু নাই, যে ভাব তরঙ্গে সমার সঙ্গে, এই ভাবের বিনিময়ের জায়গা, গান বাজনার মধ্যে এই ভাবের একটা বিনিময়ের জায়গা তৈরি হয়, এবং সেই জায়গা থেকে আমরা আসলে শিখতে পারি, বুঝতে পারি, জানতে পারি, এবং সামনের দিকে আগানোর একটা সুযোগ পাই। তো জাস্ট আসাদ ভাই যেটা বললেন সেটা আপনাকে একটু ট্রান্সলেট করার জন্য আর কি।
গানটাকে আবার করব।
Thank you so much, sir.
I'd like to add one thing, that I think there needs to be a purpose to do music, as in even if it's collaborations, or to start off with, I personally feel that we need a purpose, like a common ground where both artists can come together, talk about something, and write a song or collaborate, and there needs to be some sort of meaning, because that's how I feel, like to add more value to a collaboration, I feel.
I totally agree. I feel that when two people rise up and make an effort to make music, that itself is meaningful, because you are a universe within yourself. So
That's
that
right.
serves, that is a purpose. So you don't need to like write a song about climate change or the disparity in the world. I think people coming together and playing music from different parts of the world itself is a big move.
Yeah, that absolutely. That's a very good point you made.
Purpose that because from my small experience of collaborating with people in Bangladesh, which I completely loved, I didn't want to leave Dhaka. I only left Dhaka because of the traffic. I was about to settle there.
We're still not used to the traffic, so yeah, I don't expect you to get used to it. We're still not used to the traffic.
Collaborations in India, I've done collaborations in Norway, England, America. So I really don't need, by the way, I didn't need a purpose. My purpose was to travel to these places, meet the people, have a wonderful time, and share the happy moments, because you create a vibe, you create an energy when you go from one place to another, and you take the energy of that place to that place, and those energies are interacting, and something new is created, and music becomes very important, but the purpose is served already. So that is my point of view. I was just listening to Mr. Ali Murtaza while Madam Shabana was singing, and he was playing an instrument. I would really like to hear it solo. What can you do with that thing? Ali Murtaza, zara baja ke to sunaiye, ye kya cheez aap baja rahe the?
Yeah, it's melodica. You can say the kind of accordion, क्योंकि accordion बहुत बड़ा होता है, तो like carry करने में उसको थोड़ा मुश्किल हो जाता है, तो it's a little form of कि वही उसकी accordion type ही कुछ इसकी tonality है. तो आजकल I'm playing it, कुछ कोशिश भी कर रहा हूँ इस पे चीजों को करने की. तो here I'm go सुनाता हूँ आपको. Like चूंकि I belongs to music family, मेरे दादा भी musician थे, मेरे father भी musician हैं, all the my family members are doing music. तो मुझे classical और kind of folk tradition का जो इल्म है वो घर से मिला. तो I started with the classical music. तो उसकी कुछ चीज मैं आपके सामने शेयर करता हूँ. I hope you will like it. जी शालम
Thank you so much. Thank you.
भाई yeah exactly it's a rag Puriya Dhanasri and this was the Arohi Marohi of राग पुरिया धनासरी और इसमें अगर हम मिशल मेल करें तो हम काफी और राग ऐड कर सकते हैं इसमें चूंकि कुछ राग आपको इतनी श्योरिटी देते हैं इतनी कमी पेशी देते हैं कि यू कैन यू नो ऊपर नीचे कर सकते हैं तो पुरिया धनाशी में भी क्योंकि कुछ इस तरह की कॉम्पोजिशंस हैं कि जिसमें मिशल मेल हुआ भी है और हो सकता भी है बट अगर प्रॉपर क्लासिकल अंदाज से देखे जाए तो यू कैन नॉट अलाउ कि मिशल मेल किया जाए बट अगर फॉर द फ्यूजन यू वांट इट तो यू कैन even add the kind of notes.
For fusion, I'm ready to break all the rules.
Yeah, exactly.
So, Labik, do you want to translate this or is it good?
খুব ছোট করে বলি মানে ও একটা রাগ বাজাইলো এবং বলছে যে শুদ্ধ এবং আমরা শুদ্ধ সঙ্গীত যে করি সেই জায়গায় আসলে শুদ্ধ সঙ্গীতে তো আমাদের আরোহণ অবরোহণ মেনটেন করতে হয় কিন্তু আমাদের বাউল গানের মতন যেরকম অনেক ভৈরবের উপরে গান আমরা করি ভাইরের উপরে গান আমরা করি বিভিন্ন রাগের উপরে আমরা গান করি কিন্তু আবার করতে করতে কিছু বাইরের নোটও আমরা লাগাই হ্যাঁ সেটা গানের দরকারে ফিউশন করার সময় আসলে এত নিয়মের ব্যাপার আমরা মানি না কানে যেটা ভালো লাগে আরাম যেটা লাগে প্রেম যেটা লাগে সেই জায়গা থেকে আমরা আসলে মানে করি কিন্তু শুদ্ধ গানে আবার অনেক কিছু এসব করা যায় না কি সেটা বলতেছিল yes please go on
since you're holding such a beautiful instrument yourself and speak so well why don't you share something why don't you share your driving experience in a form of a musical melody
Asad bhai started with this Bhairavi thing in the beginning. So something was.
Yeah, that was Siddhi Bhairavi.
So I want to sort of I was just getting out of the car and I was thinking okay maybe I'll catch the train and go in the same rag with or in the similar line of rag with a baul song. It's a bit late for that, but maybe I can still try one and see how it sounds.
Yeah, sure.
আছে মজার আছে মজার আছে মজার দিল দরিয়ার মাঝে লালন ফকির is saying দিল দরিয়ার মাঝে আছে মজার কারখানা there's a beautiful the whole world lies within you within your body and to search for him you do not need to look beyond you have to look inside you don't have to look outside দেহের মধ্যে নদী আছে সেই নদীতে বন্ডে কাছে দেহের মধ্যে নদী আছে সেই নদীতে বন্ডে কাছে ছয় জনতার গুনতে নেছে ছয় জনতার আল ধরেছে এক জান মাঝে আছে মজা কারখানা দিল দরিয়ার মাঝে ভাই দিল দরিয়ার মাঝে দেহের মধ্যে বাড়ি আছে, সেই বাড়িতে চোর ঢুকেছে, চোর ঢুকেছে, চোর ঢুকেছে, হয় জনতার সিন্ধু কেটেছে, ছয় জনতার সিন্ধু কেটেছে, ভাল ধরেছে একে জানা নির্বিরিয়ার মাঝে
बहुत अच्छा।
আছে মজা কারখানা। I didn't do the full song and I went a little bit off the rag, but that's what I wanted to sort of, do after the reference that you gave regarding fusion and soulful stuff.
Thank you, thank you so much for sharing your universe, like you said, with all of us. So you said that we have to look into our body.
Well, body,
And our
inner self, and God is not an external being. So if the Baulism and the philosophy of Baul is in line very much with Sufism, where God is not an external being. So you look for him inside you. And it's a matter of realization rather than any other thing.
So since we're talking about realization, I realize that baby Dewan has been quiet for some time, and we would like her to sing another beautiful Baul song if she would want to, because she's got such an exceptional voice.
ভাবি আপনার আরেকটা গানের অনুরোধ আসলো যে আপনি যদি আরেকটা গান আমাদের শোনান, আপনার যেটা মনে চায় ভালো সেরকম একটা গান যদি শোনান।
পাইতাম যদি মনের মানুষ সাধিতাম তার চরণ ধরে আমি পাইতাম যদি মনের মানুষ সাধিতাম তার চরণ ধরে মনের মানুষ চিনলাম না রে, আমার মনের মানুষ চিনলাম না রে।
Nice.
সাধুর হাটে কাচারি হয় অর্ধমণ্ডে ঘুরে বেড়ায়, সাধুর হাটে কাচারি হয় অর্ধমণ্ডে ঘুরে বেড়ায়, ছয় জনাইমি শীতে না দেয়, ছয় জনাইমি শীতে না দেয় মনের মানুষ ধরি কি করে, মনের মানুষ চিল্লামি না রে, আমার মনের মানুষ চিল্লামি না রে।
Shallum, she actually, continued singing in the same line of philosophy that I was just, talking. So Lalon Foki talks about the man of the heart, So the man of the heart is referred to as yourself, your reflection, your guru, and it could be your creator. So it's saying moner manush chinlam na re, মানে the man of my heart, I could not recognize you. আমি পাইতাম যদি মনের মানুষ, সাধিতাম তার চরণ ধরে. If I could find the man of my heart, I would fall in his or her feet and stay there. মনের মানুষ চিনলাম না রে. And also another very interesting information that I want to share with this song is that Lalon Fokir has about 1,000 songs roughly, because this has passed on verbally rather than written down in that period of time. So we know actually 10 or 12 structures of melodies between which we can all fit all these songs. Of course, there are multiple variations within those major 12 sections. But this kind of songs, you heard a lot of music is in Bangladesh, these words, because these are mainly words is the main thing. Lot of contemporary musicians and folk musicians also tune them, bring new tunes into them to bring these old songs out. This particular song was tuned by Mr. Nazrul Islam. So Mr. Nazrul, so this is actually a traditional melody, but it's not a standard traditional melody. There's a lot of variation in between, which I think Nazrul has to take a lot of credit for. I do this song live and I do a version of this in a very different chord structured version. But this melody and this beautiful piece of composition was done by Nazrul when he was sitting in a field eating some badam. It came to his mind, and then he just did it. And Bhabi sings this song, and I basically picked it up from her. Nazrul bhai, আমি বললাম যে আলোনের হাজার খানেক গান, তো এর মধ্যে আমরা 10-12 ধরনের ফরম্যাট পাই গানের, কিন্তু এর বাইরেও প্রচুর গান আছে যেগুলো আসলে পইড়া থাকা গান. We don't usually sing them. So এরকম আপনার মতন কিছু মানুষ আছে যারা এইসব পইড়া থাকা গানগুলোকে সুর করে সামনে আনার চেষ্টা করে, এবং এই গানটা আপনার সুর করা, যে সেই কথাটা বললাম, যে যদিও ট্রেডিশনাল ঢঙে, কিন্তু এর মধ্যে অনেক ব্যতিক্রম ভাবে আপনি এই জিনিসটা সুর করছেন এবং সেটা খুবই পছন্দ করছে তারা বলে.
Thank you.
So it's words by Lalon Fokir. He was tuned by Nazrul.
Now we understand.
Beautiful.
If we need to make something magical, we need to have badams and sit in a field.
With Nazrul bhai. With Nazrul bhai.
And it will magically happen. I'm so happy for this to have emerged, and we are now in our third discussion, Labik, if I'm correct.
Yes.
Third discussion, and the idea is building up. We're getting to know each other slightly better than before, and I would like to ask Shabana, since this is her first introduction to this entire platform, what does she feel about this interaction? Because this is not the first one, but we have done 3 already, and we've also done some workshops. Labik has conducted one. So sitting there, being a part of this, listening to all these different mindsets, what do you feel, and where do you think that we can go from here? Microphone.
Yeah, at the moment I'm enjoying the music. That melodica it is. I really enjoy
it's
it.
melodica.
Oh my God. And then that's the mandolin.
It's a dotara.
Dotara. Oh, it was
Like
beautiful.
It's a very close to rabab.
Yeah. And they both also sang the song she sang, and then you translated it. It's beautiful. I really enjoyed it. And but I didn't hear you. Who's there?
Zohad.
Zohad, yeah.
Zohad, yes.
I think I missed you. So I would like to listen to him also.
Sure.
But I'm just enjoying the music. The Bangladeshi music is beautiful. I remember Alamgir used to sing for us some Bangladeshi songs, and we used to, on the guitar, and we used to sit there listening to him the whole day. Agar raat bhi ho jati thi, so it's okay. It was fine with us. So I'm really, really enjoying it.
Shabana, do you remember that line? हमें उस पार लेके जाना माझी रे, चाहे आंधे छाए रे, चाहे मेघा छाए रे, हमें उस पार लेके जाना माझी रे. It's actually an Abbas song.
Labik, I was
Still
going to
don't remember the
mention.
words, but yes, I do remember the.
অকুল দরিয়ার বুঝি কুল নাই রে।
Labik,
Wow.
that's the first song I ever heard from the great Alamgir. That's the first
Yeah,
song I
yeah,
ever heard.
This song, yeah. I think he used to sing this one a lot.
Yes,
Yeah.
that
The
was
tune was
one of his
beautiful.
biggest
It is
hits,
still
as in
very
like when he.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know how I remember the words. Somehow it stuck. Suddenly, listening to the conversation, it triggered that song.
Great
Yeah.
memory.
It's such a beautiful coincidence that Shabana has worked with him. We know him coming from Bangladesh. And in 2008, we collaborated, like my band Fusion collaborated with Alamgir on stage in Karachi. And we did a mega concert for a music channel. And we played all these songs. We
Oh
played
wow,
Okay.
that's amazing.
played
Great.
Kedina, that song, Al Bila Rahi, all his famous tunes. And it was such an amazing man he is. And from Alamgir to Mr. Zohad, who is very popular amongst all the people in Bangladesh. Why don't you sing another song for us?
Sure. So I've been writing songs for the last 12, 14, 15 years. And this song is called Kobe, which means when. And being in a rock band, a friend of mine once said that, you're in a rock band, if you don't write your own stuff, then there's no meaning to it. So I really took that to heart, and I took it really seriously, and I said, he's right, and I should start writing my songs. And if I have something to say, whether it's good, bad, mediocre, whatever, it should be my words. So it's a song about again a little sort of a shout out to our leaders who say a lot but do very little. So the chorus goes like Kobe e kotha gulo gabo shure, as in when will we put these words into melodies? We have a saying, right? When do we put these words into actions? So I instead of actions, I used like when do we sing these words like in through melodies. So the song is called Kobe. Hope you guys enjoy it. কত কথা ঝরেছিল এই পথে, তবে এত কথা দিয়ে কি হবে, যদি নাই দেখি এই পথ চলে, যদি নাই থাকি তোমারই হয়ে। কবে এই কথাগুলো গাবো সুরে, কবে এই কথা, কবে এই কথাগুলো গাবো সুরে, কবে এই কথা। আমি ফিরে দেখি ভাঙা আয়নাতে এই শেষ রাতের গল্পগুলোকে, মনেরই বন্ধ জানালাতে কথাগুলো আজও হারিয়ে। তবে তোমার কথা শুনে কতটা পথ দেখবো ঘুরে, কবে কথাগুলো গাবো সুরে, কবে কথা, কবে কথাগুলো গাবো সুরে, কবে কথা, কবে কথাগুলো গাবো সুরে, কবে। Thank you.
Very nice.
That's probably one of their most famous songs. So all the Pakistani people who are listening to our show, I'd request you to go on YouTube and search for Kobe and actually listen to the original video. It's a very simple song, but very beautifully done. And it's
It
really
is beautiful.
So please
Thank you. I messed up a little in the end, so
We
apologies
messed
for
up.
that.
Messed up everything.
It's just to talk thing.
Next time you have your concert, hopefully soon, maybe next year, do let us know. We'll let all Pakistanis get visas, hopefully, and come to see you live.
Yes.
That would be
Inshallah.
amazing. But speaking of concerts, you were saying that the scene has opened up in Pakistan.
So Pakistan, you never followed any guidelines, by the way. So it was always opened up in some or the other way. So this upcoming singer Maria, who recently joined us from a card like Labik did, maybe they were having a challenge who comes and joins from the card first, but Labik was successful. He won. So she actually messaged me saying that she is actually now at the concert, which means that there is some concert happening somewhere in Karachi.
Wow.
Which gives me hope.
Concerts have started now.
Concerts have started, and I'm hoping that it continues with all the guidelines, because it's such a big city, just like Dhaka, with so many different cultures and people living here. And we need. I mean, music is not just entertainment. It connects people. It connects people within a city, within a community. And we also need to loosen up. And when we sing and perform and even listen to music, like we were listening to Baby Dewan, Labik, Ali Murtaza, Zohad, I felt so good. Like it felt that my day is now fully done. It's done. I had a good day.
Amazing, amazing.
True.
In your company is such a beautiful feeling. So yes, concerts have started, and hopefully, you never know. People might come together. Things are changing in the world, and I hope that we, as people from Pakistan and Bangladesh, and even not mentioning the countries, we as people of the music can make these bridges constructively and perform together. And now that we are creating a song together, and we are totally reliant on Mr. Labik to take the next step and send us some tracks from Bangladesh so that we can eventually complete the song and make a music video. So that will be the beginning. And I'm so looking forward to it. So Labik, you can understand my, I'm not going to say frustration, I'm going to say my enthusiasm, to put it in the right word.
I already played some Dotara and Dubki on it, so I'm still figuring out what else to do, and people are really supposed to record tomorrow. So within this week, you'll start getting stuff.
So for Shabana, we are actually working on a song for this entire project, and we would love for you to be a part of this. I will send you the melody.
Yeah,
maybe we can
sure.
You can come in and record your vocals.
Yes, definitely.
And it's such a
By the way,
pleasure.
I'm also learning this ukulele now.
Oh, wow.
This is my small little instrument, and I'm just trying to learn it. I sing my worship songs on this, so I just love this instrument. It's a very sweet little thing. I'd just like to play a little, few of the chords.
Okay. You can also
I'm
sing.
learning the chords, huh?
Okay.
That's it. I'm just learning it. These are a few chords I've started to learn. Yeah.
Very good. Very
I
good,
like this
very
instrument.
You can take it everywhere. It's so small that you can even wake up in the morning and play, sleep and play. So once again, it's
anywhere I can carry it. It's so light also.
It's such an honor and such a pleasure for us to have you with us, sharing all your thoughts and your experiences. And I have a feeling that we will have to invite you one more time.
Sure, why not? Why not?
And have you in the song.
And I'm so happy that we can, now we are freely interacting with each other. There are no barriers now, and we can understand each other, whatever, and especially the music language. It's there, and
absolutely.
We have now achieved a new level, you see. Abhi naya level aa gaya hai. In those days, we were, you remember Nazia and Zohad?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. So they were where they were. They started from London. They were there in London and we were here in Pakistan. तो आज हम लोग जो पाकिस्तान और बांग्लादेश में हैं, जिस तरह से हम इंटरैक्ट कर रहे हैं, ये बहुत बड़ी चीज है हमारे लिए, बहुत बड़ी अचीवमेंट है. इट्स अ ग्रेट अचीवमेंट फॉर ऑल ऑफ अस, यू नो.
Exactly.
हम लोग एक दूसरे के साथ इंटरैक्ट कर सक रहे हैं.
So hopefully this interaction will grow, become more
Yes.
productive and effective with this song. With the help of Mr. Labik, we must all push and pray that Labik sends me these tracks. Which happen.
Don't worry, you'll get your stuff.
Thank you so much, Mr. Zohad. It was indeed a pleasure listening to your beautiful tunes and your voice.
It was a pleasure being here.
if
Thank
you
you
need-
so much.
If you need a guitar player on stage, extra guitar player, you know who to call.
If you're like, you just said it, so get ready.
I'm looking for a
I'll hold
band
you
in
to that.
Bangladesh.
Come and join us.
I would love to. Labik, once for doing all of this. It's been a great 4-5 weeks trying to interact with each other. It's such a wonderful experience. I don't have words to express my feelings. Baby Dewan, Nazrul Bhai, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your time, your energy, and your music. Ali Murtaza, you are wonderful. क्या आपने बजाया है, गाने के बीच में आप शुरू हो जाते हैं, जबरदस्त, बड़ा मजा आता है.
Sir,
So-
thank you.
और इंशाल्लाह मुलाकात होगी आपसे भी बहुत जल्दी. मारिया मेरे ख्याल से गाड़ी से, और चूंकि वो गाड़ी से उतर चुकी हैं तो वो शायद स्टेज पे गई हैं डायरेक्ट. तो दिस इज हाउ दिस वर्ल्ड हैज चेंज्ड, दैट शी वाज नाउ इंटरैक्टिंग. She was in the car and suddenly she jumped onto the stage.
You cannot again try to finish this show by just talking. So pick up the guitar. We need to hear you before we can finish.
Yes,
And
yes,
in
yes.
chorus,
Yeah, exactly.
We need to
Yes.
hear you. There's
We
no
want to
way.
listen to you.
Everybody sang. I'm not a singer, so
It
I don't want
No,
All you
that,
need
it
is
doesn't
the
matter.
fingers.
You need to, exactly.
this
That's
feeling
how
that
you express.
yeah, I don't know. My guitar is not even tuned since I'm trying to create
Like
a
my
song.
ukulele.
Yes, with the help of Labik. See, it does. All right. I don't know what to play, but I'll.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Very nice. Beautiful. Very nice. Beautiful note. Mm. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Lovely.
Beautiful.
What a way to end it.
Amazing.
नहीं यार,
Mashallah. Beautiful, beautiful.
Lovely. Beautiful.
I mean, compared to all of that, it was just okay. Once again, thank you so much. बहुत shukriya. Once again, I would like to thank, we must thank Labik, Zohad, Baby Dewan, Nazrul Bhai, Shabana. Thank you so much. It's been an honor. Ali Murtaza, British Council, Transforming Narratives and Arts, Council of Birmingham, England, for making us have this extremely wonderful experience. We hope to come again with a workshop and another creative discussion. That would be the conclusion of this entire program. So once again, thank you so much. Have a great evening. And please, let's all support and encourage Mr. Labik to finish the track.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you very much.